Well, like I said, it's always nice to go into a listing with showings already kind of built up. And so even before I actually get the listing, I'd say from the initial onset of the conversation that I have with a client that they're interested in selling their home.
Hi everybody, welcome back to another Workout Wednesday. We are in our corporate office today, but we still have a very special guest out of our Ponte Vedra office, Neill Lasher. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Fun to have you on. Before we hop into today's video, I want to discuss a little bit about you. With you being exposed to real estate through your entire life with your mom, I want to know, had you always imagined yourself going into real estate, or is there something else before that you maybe wanted to get into, but you fell into real estate?
Yeah, I would say the opposite. I always said I would never get into real estate. And I came into it kicking and screaming, and I think Linda would attest to that too. Obviously, I have been exposed to real estate for most of my life, and growing up, especially in high school, with my mom constantly running late to pick me up or always being busy, I was like, no, this isn't the job for me. But I actually was a journalism major and went to school to be a reporter and work in television broadcast news, and straight out of college decided to go that route and worked for local news media as well as some national affiliates for about 15 years. I loved it. I was a super passion-driven business, and it was absolutely where I wanted to be in life until I had children. So then when I had children, obviously that wasn't the lifestyle that I really wanted, and I took a couple years hiatus and just realized that my whole life I was exposed to real estate conversations. Almost every conversation I had was involving real estate, and it just kind of it helped me just kind of fall into it, and I got into it slowly.
That's awesome. I never knew that about you.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking today about marketing and maintaining a listing. For the past couple of weeks, we've been talking a lot about listing appointments. So now we're shifting into, you have got the listing, and now how are you going to sell it? So with that being said, what's your initial marketing strategy when you first get a listing?
When I go into a listing appointment, I always love to come in with, already some buyers on the table. So it's always nice to be embedded in your market and know what people are looking for. It's always impressive to clients, obviously, when you go into a listing appointment, and you can say you either know that certain realtors are looking for something specifically like their home, or you've got buyers that are looking for specifically like their home. So I try to go in with that knowledge of the market and what people are looking for.
Awesome. What's like your one must-have marketing piece whenever you are marketing a listing?
Well, for me, social media is a huge ordeal. The company offers a plethora of wonderful marketing materials, so I always tell people, don't reinvent the wheel. Berkshire Hathaway has wonderful marketing materials that are readily available, that you don't have to reinvent yourself. I'd say they far surpass other companies' marketing materials. So I like to use what we have in our back pocket when I go into a listing presentation, but I also come to the table with my own marketing strategy in regards to social media, or whether it's just networking amongst other realtors that I know, and knowing things like Facebook pages that exist in your specific market that are utilized by other top realtors, and kind of marketing that way is important too.
I like that. I have seen a lot of your social media stuff recently. It's turned out very nice. I like the quality of your videos.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're great. How are you planning out your showings for a listing, and when are you beginning that planning process?
Well, like I said, it's always nice to go into a listing with showings already kind of built up. And so even before I actually get the listing, I'd say from the initial onset of the conversation that I have with a client that they're interested in selling their home. I like to come to the table even before listing paperwork is signed sometimes with showings. I often, while it's on MLS waiver and coming soon status, we'll start that process, and then obviously when the day the listing hits, I like to make sure we have several showings already booked.
Awesome. Now, you did say a little bit of how you utilize social media a lot. How much print marketing avenues are you using versus digital marketing avenues?
So I'd say for my clientele, certainly digital is much more, approachable, and that's kind of what my clientele is looking for. Yeah. I'd say the caveat to that is, in each particular market, you've got certain events and activities that require print marketing, and certainly that's always impressive to a seller. For me, for instance, in Ponte Vedra, we're the home of the PGA Tour, and obviously there's a huge event surrounding the PGA Tour in March, which is the Players' Championship, and there are several print publications that go out during that time period, and I invest a lot of money in print marketing during that point, specifically not necessarily to sell a home or a listing, although that is impressive to sellers. It's more for personal branding and getting my name out there at that time.
Yeah, keeping top of mind and stuff.
Yes.
Absolutely. I hear, too, a lot in these videos that people, how much they've shifted towards digital. I mean, especially because of how much consumers have shifted toward digital.
For sure.
With people just scrolling on Zillow. I mean, it's one example. I mean, that's just, I feel like, a major avenue that people have shifted towards now instead of looking through print marketing. For
sure. I mean, as sellers are getting younger and younger, I mean, they're constantly, they come to you now with what they want to see instead of saying, hey, find me the top 10 homes in your market. They're sending me what they already want to see, which makes, in some ways, my job easier, but you've got to make your listing more appealing to those buyers.
Absolutely. So the final question here, do you, well, I guess you have already, oh no, we haven't. So do you prepare anything for your sellers to show them the results of your marketing?
Sure. I mean, we use Chalk Digital a lot, and that has a great, forecast of what your people are looking at or what is being clicked on listing. It's kind of a one-stop shop thing, so I send that often. I'll send Instagram insights to clients to let them know how many people are looking at a lot of times my clients too aren't even on Instagram, so I'm not necessarily doing my social media to sell a home. It's to let people know that I'm out there, that I'm busy, that I'm selling real estate. It's for referral purposes, and so a lot of times the insights on particular reels or social media posts will show a seller that there are, sometimes 2,000 eyes on a particular, video or reel or whatever it is that I posted.
Yeah. Have you ever gotten any kind of leads from social media?
I have, and it's funny, when I started doing so much social media, and I mean, it's certainly the thing that has the most return on investment for me. I spend a lot of money on my videos and a lot of money on my personal branding that way. I was doing it more in the sense that I wanted my network of people to know that I'm busy and that I'm active in real estate and that I know the market. I never really expected to sell a home that way, but I've started getting clients from out of market through social media, through my lifestyle videos. It's constantly a topic of conversation amongst my sphere, either people saying they love the videos that I'm doing, they love the lifestyle that I'm showcasing, they love how I'm showing a home. And so oftentimes they'll call me to list their house because they see that I know the area.
Absolutely. Well, that's really all I have for the video. I just want to thank you again for showing up here today and doing the video for us. But I will put all of Neill's social media handles and her website down below and on the screen so that you guys can go check her out beyond this video. She does put out a lot of great social media stuff. You really should go check that out. But other than that, please join us next week for another Workout Wednesday video. Take care.